What's going on, guys? My name is Restless Corpse, and welcome to Let's Play Primordia. Now, I believe this game was released maybe 2 years ago, but there recently, as recent I think as last week, was a big like 2.0 patch. So I figure I should go ahead and check it out. Now, I didn't play it before the patch, but I figured now is as good a time as any to check it out. Now, what I really am excited about this game for is it hits on 2 points that I absolutely love in games. First of all, it seems to be a cyberpunk, sci-fi, like space opera type game, and it's a point-and-click adventure. Now, I don't know many of you know about me or know this about me, but I grew up on point-and-click adventures, and they are really near and dear to my heart. I was primarily a console kid back in the day. The first game I ever bought for myself with my own money was Metroid on the NES. So I did not have a PC growing up, but, and I did say that I grew up on point-and-click adventures, and you're probably thinking, what? He just said he didn't have a PC. My grandfather was a retired software engineer, and he also was just super into point-and-click games, the old Sierra classics like Space Quest and Police Quest and King's Quest and Quest for Glory, and there's a lot of quests in there, I know, but Sierra kind of had this thing back in the day of naming all their games something Quest. But every weekend I would go over and stay with my grandparents, and he introduced me to these types of games, and basically he would just, boot up a game for me. That's how I learned DOS and all that stuff. But he would boot up a game for me and just leave me to it. And I'd spend hours and hours and hours playing these games. And I grew to love them. And I grew to love going over to my grandparents every weekend. And I never had a PC growing up. So I would go over there every weekend, and I would be so excited to play these games. And he'd always, take me to go get a new one whenever they came out. He had a pretty decent rig back then. Back then, a decent meaning, laughable by today's standards. But I remember, waiting for a game to install for like 5 floppy disks, and just being so excited to play these games. So I'm really excited to play this one because it seems like, just looking at the graphics of the title screen here, that it harkens back to those days, and I'm really excited to try it out. So let's go ahead and get into the game and see if I am correct. Now, right off the bat, it does look like those mid-90s adventure games, which is really hitting the nostalgia button for me. Oh, what's up, guy? Trashcan Head.
Almost there. One more setting.
That is me and my faithful sidekick. We're gonna call him Jimmy.
One more piece of the unique.
He must be my BFF.
One down, 1 million to go. Speaking of which, boss, I found exactly none of the parts you wanted. A whole day at the junk pile, and all I turn up are a locker and some stupid conduits. Maybe next time. Boss, are you sure you got those settings right?
Don't you question me, Jimmy.
That came from down in engineering. Let's go.
Engineering, huh? Alright, well, there's a hatch there, but let's check out.
There's no time for that.
There's always time for sitting in a chair. Oh,
there's no time for that.
Telescope. No Alright, buddy. Alright, fine. Fine. Sheet metal, huh?
There's no time.
Jesus Christ. Alright, well, let's move on then. Gotta get to engineering. Apparently there's some big emergency or something. Is this engineering? There's a machine. No?
There's no time.
Alright, well. Maybe this is engineering. Oh yeah, this is definitely engineering. There's like a crystal. There's like a warp crystal or something.
Boss?
Oh, hello. Jimmy, we're being boarded, bro. Protect me.
Crispin, get
run,
behind me.
attack, alpha
Who are
pattern
you and what do you want?
1.72.
I think he wants
What are
the
you
power
doing
core,
back there,
boss.
Jimmy? Kill this guy.
Stop right there. This ship belongs to me.
Forfeit. Enemy. Wonder.
I don't think he's too keen on private property.
Look, if you want to join my
away from
crew,
the
I really
power
could
core.
use the trash can.
Forfeit.
Because clearly this place is all cluttered up. Dude! Dude! He's just gonna up and shoot me? Screw that guy. And he's taking my crystal. Why would you take my crystal? Alright, so clearly I didn't do something wrong and get myself killed right off the bat. That's good.
Horatio? Come on, Horatio, wake up!
Horatio. Yeah,
Oh,
must be my dude's name.
Ooh, you're okay.
what happened?
What happened is
Well,
Jimmy let
Big
that guy
Ugly
steal
threw
my
you
crystal.
Out of the ship, and then he said plunder again, and then he left with our power core.
Basad.
Yep,
How much charge have you
Basad
got?
must be
10%. You?
the
I'll be fine.
curse word
We just
of
need
the
to get the
game.
emergency generator up and running.
Or we could just go to Metropole, city of glass and light. Free energy for one and all.
Metropole sounds pretty awesome. Let's go
Don't
there.
believe everything you hear. Metropole is trouble. But if you want to go, you've got free will and a maglev unit.
With that guilt subroutine you put in me, I wouldn't even make it halfway.
Actually, with a 10% charge, you wouldn't even get that far. So I suggest we get the generator working.
You and your projects.
Guild
Man built
subroutine
us
is
to
pretty
build,
cool.
Crispin. Now, come on.
Man built us.
You know, boss, if
Is
you're
he a
ever
robot
wondering
too?
What I would do, feel free to just ask.
I'll keep that in mind.
Is Horatio a robot? I can't click on. Alright, so let's go ahead and do a controls check here. We got Jimmy. Oh, maybe we can throw Jimmy at things.
I'm not doing that until you build.
Nah. I've got our inventory, which it looks like. I wonder if I can just hit. I totally can't hit I. Yeah, this looks just like the old, the old Sierra like adventure games and stuff. That's so cool. Let's go ahead and check out the option screen here. We've got save game, load game. That's cool. Voice and text. No, we're gonna keep voice and text on. I heard the voice acting is pretty good. So far, it is pretty good. I don't know what scale it. Whoa, hello. No, we'll go back to 2. Okay. I'm playing it on windowed mode just because since the graphics are pretty damn old school, I want to keep my screen smaller. I don't know what that is, so we're going to leave that. Alright, let's go ahead, and I'm pretty versed in the point-and-click adventure games. I'm not even going to hit that out of play. Alright, we got
I
turbine.
can't move this without some kind of crane, which I certainly don't have time to build now.
Maybe throwing Jimmy at it will help.
Crispin, could you reattach that engine to the unique?
Very funny, boss. I don't really want to try that.
Why not?
I'm not doing that until you build me some arms.
There's a robot
Is that
head.
really the best idea you...
No. There we go.
Is that really the best idea you can come up
Dude,
with, boss?
you want arms.
That's crazy.
Okay, alright. Jimmy, you're useless, bro.
I must have dropped the data
pouch.
pouch when I was thrown out of the unique. Basad, its memory got wiped.
Basad.
Easy enough to add the good old junk pile's coordinates back in, though.
Oh, so this must be an area that he knows well. Alright. Cool, cool. Let's see what those do. Data. Oh, yeah, it just opens up the thing here.
The data pouch is registered to me.
Horatio null built. Gotcha. Click on map. Alright. Oh, this must be how you move around. Well, we'll get to that in a second.
Maybe you should check out the emergency generator and see if you can get it running.
You know what? That is an excellent idea, Jimmy.
Crispin Horatio.
Okay, so right-clicking
Version 1.
seems to
There'll
be
version
like
2
a
once I
look
put some
at
arms on him.
things.
He is my best and only friend.
Alright, it said it was Horatio built, and my dude's name is Horatio, so I would assume that I built him. So, being that his name is null built, does that mean that nobody built him? Questions. Questions that need to be answered. This is what's on our minds. What is that? A conduit. I like
It's a segment
conduits.
of Gordium electrical conduit.
Gordium. We got some grease here.
I can't just scoop it up.
Why not? Alright. I'm gonna throw Jimmy at it.
Hey, Crispin, want a bath?
You sure are chipper, boss, given that we're slowly dying out here.
Does that mean that you don't want a bath?
Hey, Crispin, want a bath?
You sure
Okay. I guess he doesn't want a bath. Alright, what do we have here? There's a ladder, which we'll get to in a second. I need to check out this entire area here.
I've tried patching this a dozen different ways without success.
Do you not have any duct tape? Do they not have duct tape in the future? Alright, so this is our emergency generator. Let's go flip
It's
that
not going to
bad
do
boy
anything
on.
until the generator's fixed.
I thought that was the whole point of an emergency generator.
Crispin, when I told you to find a new spark plug, did you just shove my conductive putty into the old one?
Maybe.
No wonder the generator isn't working. At least the
Excellent
putty is
work,
still
Jimmy. Oh, it took it. Now we have a
The
gap.
generator is missing a
It's because you just took it out. Alright.
There's supposed to be a power-bearing conduit between this
Yeah, I've got
socket
one
and
of
the
those.
ship, but I never got around to putting one together.
Now who's the procrastinator?
Alright, well why don't we just mash that conduit right in there.
I'll need at least 5 pieces to be able
Five
to build a conduit
conduits?
long enough to run the generator to the unique.
Alright, we'll find ourselves 5 conduits. What is that? Oh, I think that's a shadow. Possibly, yeah, it's a shadow goes around. I can't take that grease. What else do we have? Hose, I've already checked. Emergency generator. Some cable.
A sturdy cable.
Alright, I'm into it. Let's go ahead and take a look at that cable.
A good length of heavy-duty cable designed for carrying data. A small lump of electrically conductive putty. I'll need at least 5
Yeah,
pieces to be
I
able
got
to
you.
build a conduit long enough to run the generator to the unique.
What if we mash the putty on
Very
Crispin?
funny, boss.
No, he doesn't like that. Alright. What about this cable?
Where would I carry it?
I don't know. Oh, plating. I'll take some of that.
It's the unique's tag. Without it, I'd have never known the ship's name.
Apparently, building a giant airship doesn't require proper spelling.
Apparently not.
Look, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that it's like it's supposed to stand for something because it's all in caps, I would assume. Alright, anything else that we can grab around here? Does not look like it. Now I need 5. I don't know if I should even go up there just yet, so alright, let's go to this junk pile.
If that red light went off, I bet the train would start
Is that a
going.
train? That is
Crispin,
totally a train.
Sometimes I think you're trying to get me to waste time.
Who, me?
Maybe the signal light
Better
has a
just to leave
conduit?
it alone.
I guess not.
Good old Crispin.
Crispin.
Hey,
I mean,
boss,
Jimmy.
what about trying to open that lockbox I found earlier today? Maybe someone buried treasure in it.
Okay.
I can't see anything to do with it.
No?
How do you think a train wound up out here, boss?
Maybe they brought it here by boat.
Very funny.
Dude, you don't know. Maybe they did. It's a conduit. Hell yeah.
It's 3 pieces,
Oh, 3 pieces of
Gordium
conduit. Alright, so I only need 1 more conduit.
Unfortunately, one of them is completely corroded and worthless.
Alright, so I only need 2 more conduits. It's a tube.
There's a piece of Gordium conduit way back there.
Oh, that must be the lock. But yeah, it's totally the lockbox.
It's locked tight.
Well, let's throw Jimmy at it.
Yep, that's the one I found.
Get it?
Yep, that.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll throw Jimmy at the tube.
Crispin, can you go in there and get that piece of
Oh,
conduit?
sweet.
I suppose.
Yeah, get in there. Do my bidding, minion.
That would have been a lot easier with hands, boss.
Oh, so did you not grab it? Oh, he totally grabbed it. Alright. He must have just, like, rolled it up with his body. Alright. Okay, back to only needing 1 piece of conduit. Oh, there's the door.
It's locked tight.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? I'm throwing Jimmy at it, guys.
I'm not doing that until you build
Oh my
this.
god. Alright, I'm gonna build you some arms then. There's a broken
I
robot.
picked it clean years ago.
So?
Looks like an old P2. Or is it a P3?
Are you telling me a broken robot does not have a conduit? Let's throw Jimmy at it.
Is that really the best idea you can come up with, boss?
Look, Jimmy, you're not helping.
You know, boss, I spend hours looking through junk. Maybe you could spend a little more time in the junk pile yourself?
That's what I'm doing, Jimmy.
It's just scrap.
Boss, just think of all the brothers and sisters you could make for me from all that junk.
One of you is more than enough.
One of you is definitely more than enough. Considering you're not doing my bidding, and that's upsetting me. Let's just throw Jimmy at the train before we take off.
I don't really want
You
to
don't want to do
that.
anything. What is with you, Jimmy? Are you depressed? Come here. Come here, Jimmy. Look, it's gonna be okay, bro. It's gonna be
One
okay.
robot's junk is another robot's treasure. If only I were another robot.
You could be.
How do you think a train wound
I was trying to look at you,
Good
Jimmy.
old Crispin.
Alright, that seems to be enough here. I don't see anything else, and I can't get into that. Let's try using some stuff on this thing. Apparently throwing Jimmy at it doesn't help.
That's never going to work.
Well, it's never going to work if you don't try. About some putty?
I doubt that will have any.
No? Alright, I've got...
Looks like-
stop it. I've got one more thing to try on this bad boy.
That's never going to work.
Fine. Back to the unique. Alright, well, I'll tell you what. That's about all the time I've got for this episode. I am going to continue playing this because it's hitting all the right nostalgic nodes for me here, so I'm going to give it a good, thorough playing. And if you guys want to continue watching me give Primordia this thorough playing, or maybe any other videos that of games that I have given thorough playings to, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any thorough playings. And remember, guys, my name is Restless Corpse. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.